Now paging Dr. Jackie, Dr. Simone, Dr. Heavenly, Toya, Quad, Mariah. What's going on, y'all? This be your boy Scattered by Nature TV, and we're here for my review of the season premiere of Married to Medicine. I'm just gonna go ahead and let y'all know I was not feeling this episode, and I don't understand why people be trying so hard to big this shit up like it's so much better than the Housewives of Atlanta. I was very underwhelmed by this fucking episode. I mean, that's just me. I was very underwhelmed by all this shit. Really, I was falling asleep on this shit, which is why y'all getting a review hours late, because I really wasn't feeling it. But however, I'm gonna do this review, so let's get into it. Both of this episode, we were talking about the effects of COVID-19 and how it's affected everybody in their careers and how they have adjusted to life in a different kind of way. And you see them wiping down the counters, wiping down the groceries they buy, everything, the mask, all of that other stuff. It was everything. Like, they was talking about all of that stuff. They talked about the COVID testing that they've been doing and all this stuff like that. So that was probably the bulk of the episode, which is probably why I was kind of underwhelmed, because I watch reality TV for an escape, and sometimes I just, like, COVID-19 is depressing enough, so I don't be wanting to hear about it when I'm watching reality TV. But that may be me in my ignorance cup. But other than that, that was pretty much the gist of the bulk of the episode of us talking about COVID-19. And I should have known that they would talk about it, being that they are all doctors. I knew they'll talk about it, so, you know. So Jackie and Heavenly, they have a conversation about Jackie's relationship with Simone and how fractured it is. Now, that is one friendship that I really hated to see fall apart. Like, we've seen relationships in the past on this show fall apart. We've seen Quad and Mariah fall apart. We've seen Lisa Nicole and Quad fall apart. Lisa Nicole and Heavenly fall apart. We've seen a lot of friendships on this show fall apart and somehow, some way come back together. And if they did come back together, it was never the same. So that was pretty much the gist of that. And you know what I'm saying? I just feel like, I think that with them being friends for so long, I think that they will be able to find themselves back together. That's what I do think. I do think that Simone did kind of put Jackie in a fucked up predicament to make her have to choose. This is the same situation that happened between Candace and Karen and Monique. Like, they placed Karen in the middle and wanted her to choose a side. And I just always think that it's not fair to make a person choose a side. I don't think that it's fair. I think that people do too much when they put emphasis on, it's either my side or no side. It's my side or no side. And I just think that that's ridiculous. Like, let people be grown and let people figure out what they want to do. Like, that's just how I feel about it. Like, if a person wants to be friends with that person and that person, it really don't matter to me. Like, it is what it is. Like, say for instance, if I was cool with somebody and Jamar was, and I fell out with them and Jamar was cool with them, do y'all think that I really would be mad with Jamar and try to make him choose a side? No. What for? It's really no point in me doing that. Like, it's really ridiculous. So yeah, I'm just not with that. You gotta choose my side, choose her side, and all this other stuff. That's the childish shit, and I don't like that. Quad put them in that predicament with Mariah, and they all, like a bunch of high school kids, chose Quad over Mariah instead of just being neutral and trying to figure out the situation and trying to bring them together. But they all didn't like Mariah anyway, so they chose to be on Quad's side. I don't like Mariah either, but that was really childish of them to do that. I really enjoyed this scene with Simone and her son. Her son is going to college. He's about to go to Tennessee to go to college. And he's about to, you know, it was during the Black Lives Matter movement, everything going on with George Floyd. So Simone had her rights to be very concerned. It's different going somewhere where you're in a predominantly black area like Atlanta and you're going to a small southern town in Tennessee where it's predominantly white. It's a different type of situation. So I can only imagine how fearful Simone is for her son and his well-being. But, you know, in all, you know, we black, we can get through anything. We're strong black men, regardless of what our beliefs are. We are all strong black men and we can get through any goddamn thing. That's just what I believe. But I just love that conversation. Like, he was just talking about racism and talking about what he'll do if he was involved in some racial type of stuff. Like, it was a great conversation. It was a conversation that needed to be seen, because my brother is 21. Well, he'll be 21 in June. He's in college right now. He's in a HBCU, Tougaloo College. That's where my brother goes to school at. And, you know, I think about my brother all the time. My brother calls me every day just to check in on me. It don't even have to be a long, drawn-out conversation. We could talk for 10 minutes, and I'm good with it. So I love my brother, and you know, he's in this world, and he's growing up, and he's becoming a man. And I always think about him when it comes down to, you know, the Black Lives Matter and how all these young black men are getting killed. And, you know, I'm one of those young black men that my mother is worried about, but my brother is also a young black man that my mother is worried about. But I'm also worried about him because I'm 11 years older than my brother. So, you know, I'm always going to be worried about him. That's the closest thing I have to a son. That's the closest thing I'm going to get to a son. So, you know, shouts out to my brother. So, Toya and Eugene, they sitting up in a house. Hopefully, this is the last house they buy because they've been about 6 or 7 houses since they've been on this damn show. And they was talking about how COVID has affected their lives as far as their relationship. All Eugene do is come home, bathe, sit his ass down. They don't want to go out to eat. They can't do nothing. So, it is what it is, child. And, you know, Toya just wants to live it up like she always do. She wants to live it up, get out the house, do whatever. I totally understand, but girl, you just got to wait. Gotta wait on it, child. It is what it is. Then we get into Contessa and Scott. Now, it looks like they've gotten past all of their issues that they had going on before. She's graduated. She got her degree. Now she's moved on and she's back in the hospital. And they're now just trying to, you know, get into what they need to. You know, they're both doctors dealing with the COVID-19 stuff. They're just trying to move past everything and trying to maneuver through life in a different type of way since COVID-19 is out. If it seems like I'm running through this review, child, I'm just telling y'all, I was very underwhelmed by this episode. It ain't really nothing for me to just dive into like that. You know what I'm saying? Jackie and Curtis, they have moved into their new home. It's finally finished. They were looking at it in the middle of the pandemic and they were just trying to get it together. But now they finally got their house going, and you know, Jackie's trying to get it all together and just get it the way she wants to get it. You know what I'm saying? Now it's time for Damon's parties. I guess it's a seafood board they having, and you know, they're inviting everybody over to the house. You know what I'm saying? Jackie and Simone, they discussed their relationships with different people. Like they were going back and forth between the scenes, and they were just talking about their relationship and how they miss their relationship. And Jackie does miss her relationship with Simone. I could definitely tell that she does. I just think that Simone is childish in a sense. I think as grown-ups, we can't put people in positions where you got to choose that side or choose that side. Like, we're not in high school. Like, this is coming from a person that's 32 years old. There's a lot of people that I can't fucking stand. But if my homeboy cool with the person, then what the fuck I look like being mad about it? I could care less. Be cool with whoever the fuck you want to. Like, it ain't really no issue, my nigga. Like, be cool with whoever the fuck you want to. Just keep your loyalty to me. And what I mean by keep your loyalty to me, don't talk about me with these folks. Don't do this with these people. Just keep me out of y'all relationship. You know what I mean? Don't ask them to talk to me. Don't ask me to talk to them. I'm good on them. That's all I ask. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gets to the party. And, you know, Toya was throwing shade at Heavenly before they even got to the goddamn party. And she was saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, we couldn't go to a 4-star restaurant, so we got to go to Heavenly House. And I was dying laughing, but while they were talking, Toya went the fuck off on Heavenly. Like, she feels like Heavenly is the reason why Jackie and Simone ain't friends no more, and why they're in a horrible place. And you know, Simone is only going to the dinner mainly because of the fact that they both are still cool with Damon. So because of Damon, they're coming, and it's Damon's birthday party. You know what I mean? So that's why they're coming out there. But I feel bad. All the men be cool with each other, but these women just can't get it right. And Toya was going to fuck off on Heavenly. Y'all know I don't fuck with Toya nor Heavenly, but she was going to fuck off on Heavenly. You hear what I'm telling you? Like, it was really funny to me how she was going off on her. But that was pretty much the gist of the episode, y'all. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it at all, but I'm going to try to continue to review it this season. And speaking of shows that I've dropped, don't be looking for no review on Growing Up Hip Hop because I'm not reviewing it no more. It's whack and I don't want to talk about it no more. I don't want to review this show no more. I did not see the first episode of T.S. Madison show. Because of Oliver Twix, he did ask me would I review it, and I did say if I liked it, I'll review it. Now, I haven't seen the first episode yet, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to tune in to the first and second one and put both of them on one review if I like it. Chasing Dallas with The Retreat, I'm just going to put last week's episode and this week's episode on one video because all those interviews I did last week kind of put me in the back burner because I did an interview with Latrice from Bell Collective on Thursday, which was the same day as the Retreat episode. And then I did another interview with Reese G, which made me miss Bill Collective. So some reviews were behind due to that. So the retreat just gonna have to go on one video. 2 episodes are just gonna have to go on one damn video with that. That's what's gonna have to happen. But I'm not reviewing Growing Up Hip Hop no more. I didn't even watch the episode last week because I don't give a fuck about them girls. Like, they whack. But other than that, y'all, if y'all want to follow me on any social media, it will be at the bottom, Instagram and Twitter. And I'm out, you guys. Until my panel tonight, I'll holler at y'all later. Peace out.